Hello children, today let us see an old question paper. This will help you to get good marks for your coming exams. So here to the zoo, activity 1, to the zoo, Meenu and her friends went to the zoo. They saw the following animals there: elephant, tortoise, crab, goat, deer, fish, rabbit, water snakes. So here complete the table below with organisms that live on land and in water. So to write that live on land, then organisms that live in water. We know that in the given names, elephant, goat, deer, and rabbit can live only on land, and tortoise, crab, fish, and water snakes can live in water. So that is how we have to arrange the names of the animals given based on where they live on land and live in water. Let us move on to the next question. What are the adaptations that help these organisms live on land and in water? We know that adaptation means certain peculiarities that help an organism to live in its dwelling place. So in case of tortoise, we have slimy body, O-like legs. They can remain underwater for a long time. And in case of fish, we have boat-like shape, presence of fins, slippery body, presence of gills that help it to breathe the air in the water. Now let us move on to the next question. Which among the following is not an adaptation of duck? O-like legs, oily feathers that help the duck swim in water, flat beak that helps them catch prey in land and water. We know that. Third one, C. That is the answer. Now let us move on to the activity 2, children. You can see a habitat there. We know that habitat is a place or environment where a plant or animal lives. So you can see many animals there, plants there, and birds there. Now let us see what the question is about this and habitat. What the question is. Let us move to the question. So here you can see, examine the picture and classify them as biotic and abiotic factors. So biotic factors, you know, all living things come under biotic factors and all non-living things come under abiotic factors. So the biotic factors, you have all the plants, animals and birds, and abiotic factors, you have soil, rock, water, etc. Now next question, forest is an ecosystem. Mention any other ecosystems that you know. We know that children, there are many ecosystems. Some of them are mountains, bushes, ponds, sacred groves, fields, etc. So you can mention any two among these. Now next question, which of the following activity is not included in the preservation of environment? So which is not included in the preservation of environment is, here we have construction of rain pit. That is good. We know construction of building by leveling field. That is not good, isn't it, for the environment? So that is the answer. Another is planting trees. That is good for the environment. Preserving sacred groves. That is again good. So the answer is B. Now let's move to the next question, root system. First you can see the fibrous root, that is a cluster of similar roots growing from the base of the stem. And second, you can see taproot system, where large taproot is present and smaller branches grow from it. Now the next question, given below are the names of plants which were listed in Standard 4 Wall magazine. Mango tree, coconut tree, bamboo, goa, jackfruit tree, tulsi, arecanut tree, paddy. Identify the peculiarities of the root system of the above plants and classify them in the table. So you have to classify these plants, above plants, according to their root system. How will you do it? Now first you should write in the first table fibrous root system. Next, taproot system. Then you should classify them. Like fibrous root, you have coconut tree, bamboo, arecanut, paddy. For the taproot, you have mango tree, then you have goa, jackfruit tree, tulasi. So like that, you should classify them on the base of their root system. Now let's move to the next question. Where do the radicle and plumule get food to germinate? Put a tick mark. From leaf, from soil, from cotyledons, from stem. We know that food is stored in the cotyledon, and we have also studied that the thick leaf-like part seen in the plumule of the germinating seed is the cotyledon. Let's see the next question. Plant diversity. There are varieties of plants around us. Complete the table based on the model given. Root system of plants. Root system, taproot system, fibrous root system, venation, reticulate, parallel. We have areca nut. As you know, areca nut has fibrous root system. They have already marked it. So certainly it will have parallel venation. Then you have tulasi. It is marked wrong there. It has reticulate venation. So it will have taproot system. Then teak, you have taproot system. So it will have reticulate venation. And ginger, again you have fibrous root system. So you know that fibrous root system, the venation will be parallel. Now let us see the next question. Is there a relation between the root system and venation of plants? Study the table above and write your findings. We know that there is a relationship between root system and venation of plants, isn't it, children? So plants with fibrous root system will have parallel venation, and plants with tap root system will have reticulate venation. Now let's move to activity 5, historic study. Given below are some incidents in the history of Indian independence struggle. Dandi March, Quit India Movement, Champaran Satyagraha, Kheda Satyagraha. So list out these incidents in the correct order of occurrence. So we know that it is Champaran Satyagraha that has taken place earliest. So you should write first Champaran Satyagraha. Then it took place in Bihar. You know the reasons, isn't it? That is, the farmers were forced to cultivate indigo. Then they were made to sell it at a fixed price to British. Then there was also tax, excess tax. So Gandhiji fought against all these things. Now, second is Kheda Satyagraha. Kheda Satyagraha against the tax should be according to the yield. That was a demand. Then we have the Dandi March. Then that is in 1930, it takes place from Sabarmati Ashram to shores of Dandi. Gandhiji and followers walked 388 kilometers. Then we have Quit India Movement 1942. That is the ultimate struggle. Question. The exhortation of Gandhiji, do or die, is related with dash. Put a tick mark. Salt Satyagraha, Champaran Satyagraha, Quit India Movement, Non-Cooperation Movement. We know that it is associated with the ultimate struggle, that is Quit India Movement. Now let us move to the next question. This handful of salt is a symbol of strength. Gandhiji said this at the end of an important march in the history of Indian freedom struggle. So we know that Gandhiji had told this in the Dandi March. So write a short note on Dandi March. So as you know, Dandi March, it took place in the year 1930. Then Gandhiji and his followers walked 388 kilometers from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi seashore. They violated the salt law. You can also write, it marked the beginning of the civil disobedience movement. So you can write any 2 points from this, children. Now let us move on to the last activity, know the leaders. We have several leaders who fought bravely for the freedom of India. Look at the hints and complete the table below. So the hints given are first Prime Minister of India, Kerala Gandhi, freedom fighter who was hanged to death by the British, formed the INA. The leaders are Sarojini Naidu, K. Kelappan, Bhagat Singh, Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru. So Sarojini Naidu, they have already matched and given Nightingale of India. Now K. Kelappan, you know that he had led the salt satyagraha in Kerala and it took place in Payyanur Seashore, Kannur, isn't it? So K. Kelappan Kerala Gandhi. He is known as Kerala Gandhi. Now, Bhagat Singh, he was a revolutionary who was hanged to death by the British at a very young age. So that you should mark. Then Subhash Chandra Bose, he formed INA or Indian National Army, great freedom fighter. Then Jawaharlal Nehru, he was the first Prime Minister of India. You have more leaders on page number 37, children. You should go through them and study the important facts about them. Now let us go to the next question, children. Gandhiji is a freedom fighter who captured the minds of even ordinary people. Read the statements and find out the true statements about Gandhiji. Put tick marks. A. Gandhiji is the father of the nation. Tick mark. Gandhiji fought against British using weapon. That is wrong, isn't it? Because we know that Gandhiji had used satyagraha and non-violence to fight against the British. Now look at the third. Gandhiji led struggles for peasants and laborer. That is correct. We have studied many satyagrahas, isn't it? Champaran Satyagraha, Kedah Satyagraha, then Ahmedabad textile mill strike. So that is true. Now Gandhiji is the author of the song Variga Variga Sahajare. That is wrong. We know it was written by Amshi Narayana Pillai. Now Gandhiji was the leader of non-cooperation movement. That is true. Now, next is Gandhiji believed in non-violence. That is also true. So, we have 4 true statements and 2 wrong statements in this. Now, let us move on to the last question. Who presented Quit India resolution at the Congress session held in Bombay during the freedom struggle? Put a tick mark. Bhagat Singh, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Sarojini Naidu. The answer is Jawaharlal Nehru. So that also you should put a tick mark. Go through all these question and answers well, children. All the best. Thank you for watching.